Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So it is a gloomy, sad, rainy day in Melbourne as usual, so I figured that today we would stay inside and I would talk you guys through some staples and basics that are in my wardrobe. I just figured that I would show you guys some pieces that I just absolutely cannot live without, and some really good basics that I have been using forever. So yeah, first of all, let's establish that staples and basics are two completely different things. I think that they can coincide, of course, because if you have something that is really basic and you wear it all the time and you cannot live without it, then it becomes a staple to you. I also think that staples don't have to look basic, they don't have to be kind of boring and plain, which is what I think is associated with basics a lot of the time. I do still consider a lot of plain basic pieces to be staples for me. I can't really live without them now, but I also have pieces that are more alternative, more elevated, or that have really interesting details, or even more maximalist. So on that note of basic and then more fun pieces, for some reason when I was writing down my notes for this video, this kind of weird analogy came into my head, which was Newton's third law. So Newton's third law, if you weren't aware, is that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. And I kind of want to do a spin on that for what I'm talking about. I don't know if this will make any sense to you guys, but for every basic, more plain piece, there will be an equal and opposite, more elevated, more fun piece. So yeah, I don't know if that made any sense to you guys, but that's just what I've been brewing in my brain. I think I'm gonna start off with skirts because honestly pants aren't a necessity to me. I could literally live in skirts and tights for the rest of time, even though I am literally wearing leggings right now. I'm also gonna be including jewelry, accessories, and hair and makeup into this video because I find that a lot of people, including myself, have a go-to makeup look, a go-to hairstyle, and go-to rings and necklaces and stuff like that, so I'm gonna include those in the video as well. So yeah, I'm gonna start off with skirts now. So the first piece that I want to talk about is this maxi skirt. It is just a basic cotton skirt. It kind of flares out at the bottom. I'm sure you guys have seen me wear this skirt and style it in a ton of other videos, but I truly cannot live without this skirt. I wear it all the time, and I definitely consider this to be a more basic staple. Even though it does have some interesting details on it, I think that everyone should have a plain maxi skirt. And the key here with basics is comfortability. I cannot stress enough how comfortable you need these things to be, and not only in terms of it feels comfortable on your body. I also mean you feel confident when you wear it out, you feel confident that you can style it properly, you feel just yourself when you're wearing it, you know? So this skirt really, I feel, encapsulates my personality. I can literally wear it with anything because it is a maxi skirt and it will show under any oversized jumper, any oversized t-shirt, but then it will also just kind of shine on its own when I'm wearing a more tight-fitting top or something like that. So yeah, I absolutely consider this to be one of my most prized staples because of how often that I wear it, and I think that everyone should have one. And now for the more fun version of that staple piece, we have this mini skirt. It is from MWAH, it's corduroy, it has these zipper details on it, and even though it is a little bit more out there, I literally wear this all the time. I cannot imagine not having this skirt. I thrifted it years ago and I've worn it a million times. So yeah, I think that even though this is a little bit more maximalist or over the top or whatever, it just, to me, is an elevated basic. If it didn't have the zippers, it would just be a cute little mini tennis skirt, but because it has the zippers, it makes it more alternative. It really speaks to who I am in terms of my style and my aesthetics. And again, it makes me feel super comfortable when I wear it because I know exactly how to style it. Again, can wear it with more oversized things, can wear it with tight-fitting things, can wear it with long, big boots and, stuff like that. So I think that this is absolutely a staple for me. I think everyone should have at least one maxi skirt and one mini skirt in whatever style you want, in whatever color, blah, 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 stuff like that. Speaking of color, you'll probably notice that a lot of these basics are black. For me, black is just a comfort color. I think that it is just so easy to style with so many different things. And of course I have accents of red. I have a lot of red pieces as well. I think I really decided on that color scheme a while ago. I think it's even more important to have a color scheme than it is to have a set aesthetic, because I don't have a set aesthetic. I have several different aesthetics that I kind of dip into randomly. But no matter what, I keep it in the same sort of range of very dark colors, and then I don't randomly have this mismatched wardrobe where half of it is black, half of it is neon, half of it is pastel, you know? And if you want to go ahead and do that, absolutely do that. If you can pull off like every single aesthetic and every single color scheme, I hate you so much because I absolutely cannot. The next category I want to go into is tops, and you guys do not need to hear me yap on about band shirts anymore because I literally made a 30-minute video about it. So if you really want to see me style all of my band shirts, you can go and watch that video instead where I'm talking in depth about all of them. So aside from band shirts, I actually do have some like really plain tops that I would consider to be basic because they literally just have no print, no details on them, whatever. So this top right here, I wear this all the time, and it actually is backless, and it also has a built-in bra into it. Now I actually do have another top that is exactly the same as this one, just it isn't backless, it's just a plain fitted black top in this same super soft material, but I cannot for the life of me find it right now, so I'm just going to show you this one because I actually do wear this more than the other one. Yeah, again, this is super easy to style, it's really nice and fitted, and I don't have to wear a bra with it, so it is literally the most perfect basic top ever. I did not thrift this, I got this from Glassons, but I did actually thrift a smaller size of this the other day, like the exact same backless black top. So even though it is just a black like t-shirt basically, it is really important to find a t-shirt style that really fits you. I think that this looks really flattering on me because it has kind of that like scoop sort of boat neck, and the sleeves are really short and fitted so they show off my tattoos. But for you guys, if you're looking just for a plain basic t-shirt, you might find something that has longer sleeves, or it might have a v-neck. I don't know who would willingly wear a v-neck shirt, but each to their own, you know. Or it might be like more oversized and, you know, fit you a little bit more loose. Now, if we want to kind of like jazz up the plain black shirt a little bit more, I do have a lot of black shirts that I just like can't ever imagine throwing out. And one of them is this black top from Face Off. Now, again, it's that kind of like boat neck style, but it has all this ruching down the front, and it also has this really interesting silver buckle detail on the neckline. It's not quite like a t-shirt or anything, it's more like a singlet sort of tank top thing. But yeah, again, I think that this is a really flattering style on me. I'm sure that I have styled this a million times for you guys, but you're just gonna have to look at it again, I'm sorry. It's what I would consider to be an elevated basic to me as well. Okay, next up we're gonna talk about dresses. So I firmly and truly believe in my heart of hearts that it doesn't matter what age, gender, aesthetic, you know, body type, whatever you have, you need an LBD or a little black dress. Like, I literally don't care if all you do is wear rainbow or, you know, pastel colors or whatever. You should have some form of really flattering basic black dress just so that you can dress it up, dress it down, put any sort of accessory with it because they look good on everyone. But for me, my LBD would be this black dress right here. I styled this recently in one of my thrift haul videos. I love the silhouette of it. It kind of plays into both my like gothic style and my like coquette and like vintage style a little bit. So yeah, this is my LBD. This is absolutely a staple in not just my wardrobe, in all of your wardrobes, I hope. So this dress right here is probably my favorite dress I've ever thrifted, just because I have worn it so many times since buying it. And when I thrifted it, I looked at it and I was like, that's not really my style. Like, what would I style with this? The thing about it is that you don't really need to style it. You kind of just put it on and then leave the house. Because it's got so many like details around the neck, I don't really tend to wear a necklace with it because it kind of gets overcrowded. It's got like all these little lace details around it, and it's like a crocheted fabric. So yeah, I literally just put this on, put my docs on, maybe some tights to match with it, and then I leave the house, and that's it. Yeah, this is absolutely a more elevated basic. While it still is like a black dress, it has a lot of details on it and makes it a lot more fun and interesting, and is super easy to style. So yeah. Okay, so this is the last dress that I'm going to talk about, and yes, it is another plain black dress, but I want to talk about more formal wear. So while those two dresses that I showed you could be dressed up to go to a more formal event, I don't really think that I would actually wear them to, like, if I was going to a gala or something. I don't really know what formal events are because I'm not rich. So, but yeah, I do think that it is necessary, no matter what your style is, to have at least one piece that you can style to be a bit more formal, because you never know if like a wedding or a funeral is going to come up, or just any event in general that has like a sort of dress code to it is going to come up. So that's when pieces like this come in. The fit of this is a little bit more like sexy, I guess, and a bit more bodycon, and the material is a little bit more like thick. Yeah, I don't know, I would probably wear this to like an expensive dinner. I think I have before in the past, but I do think that it is a necessity for everyone to have some sort of formal wear in case something more dressy does come up. Okay, now let's talk about shoes. So obviously, any alternative person should have a pair of docs. Like if you are in the alternative community and you don't wear docs, what are you doing? Docs are literally the best shoe. I cannot recommend them enough. I've been wearing them for like 12 years now, and I've only ever had 2 pairs, so they last me a really, really long time. You can wear them with any outfit, literally any outfit, and they are so comfortable, and I think that they are totally a great investment. Okay, so for the fun shoe, I am debating between these 2 boots. I definitely still think that any sort of boot is like an absolute necessity to have in your wardrobe, but honestly, as much as I do love these shoes and I wear them all the time, they aren't as comfortable as these ones, and since I'm gonna stress comfortability in terms of basics and staples, I'm gonna go with these ones. Okay, so these are obviously way more interesting than my like plain Doc Marten boots. They are more of like a half length, which I find really, really flattering. They have a rounded toe on them, which again, I think is more flattering than like a pointed shoe. And the other thing about them is that they're a platform. So they have this like wedge platform heel, and I can still drive in these. I think when it comes to shoes, ever since I've started driving, they need to be drivable shoes, because I've worn those like witchy boots before and I have to change into slippers that I keep in my car just in case I'm wearing those in order to drive home. Because they're like a motorcycle boot as well, I feel like it's really playing into that aesthetic that I've been trying to go for, where I'm wearing like something half masculine and half feminine, so I'll pair these with like a really cute dress. And I feel like that juxtaposition is like really working for me right now, so I'm really, really loving these. Okay, next I want to talk specifically about items that are just like colorful. For you guys, it will be completely different whatever your favorite color is, but my favorite color is obviously red. And ever since I started wearing like black with little like pops of red, I felt so confident. Like every time that I'm in the thrift store and I see something that is like a shade of red that I really like, I just get this like immediate serotonin boost and I just cannot wait to wear it. I feel like everyone has to kind of have that moment where they're like, oh my god, green is my color. Oh my god, blue suits my eyes really well. I used to dress really trendy. I went through like a weird clean girl neutral phase, whatever the fuck that was, and then I also went through a phase during lockdown where I was wearing like a lot of bold color. I was really not feeling like myself and I wasn't happy when I was doing these looks. I also feel like it just doesn't make sense for my brand, seeing as though I was looking like this and also listening to 9 Inch Nails and My Chemical Romance 24/7. So it's kind of weird how I went through those phases, but the second that I discovered a more darker, coherent, alternative aesthetic with these like pops of red, I immediately felt more confident in myself, and I gravitate towards that color specifically every time that I go thrifting. So anyway, let me show you guys some of those pieces that I'm referring to in terms of adding like a pop of color. So 2 of my favorite red things to wear at the moment have been tights. These are my go-to tights right now because it is getting a bit colder, and this like shade of red is really pretty. I do have some more bright red tights though, and then I've also been wearing this red bag like a ton. I have 3 other red bags though, but this one has been more like my daily go-to bag because I can fit more stuff in it. Another thing I've been doing to add a pop of red into my outfits is wearing red rings and necklaces and accessories, and also adding some red ribbon onto whatever outfit that I'm wearing, or putting it in my hair or something like that. Yeah, it just adds that extra bit of like something into an outfit, you know? So yeah, those are just some of the ways that I've been adding pops of color into things, aside from just wearing like a red skirt or a red top. So now I'm gonna move on to jewelry specifically. So my tips for finding like the right jewelry for you is, I feel like everyone has to figure out what metal suits them the best. I know that there are some people who are fucking crazy and they mix gold and silver and all different things together, and they somehow make it work, which is insane. But for me, I definitely am a silver girl. When I had my natural like strawberry blonde hair, I wore a lot of gold because it matched my hair, and I feel like that just like looked more natural for me. But the second that I dyed my hair black, it kind of made my blue eyes like pop a lot more, made my skin like look really pale. So having silver accessories, I feel matched my hair a lot better and my skin tone a lot better. My other tip is to invest in good quality jewelry. I don't mean like invest money, but also investing time into them, like doing research on what is the best, you know, materials that things can be made out of, finding out how to like tell if something is real, if something is fake, if something's plated or whatever. If there is like a little 925 like stamped into the ring at all. It means that it's like proper sterling silver and it's not going to fall apart or turn your skin green. So I do have staple jewelry pieces. The rings that I'm wearing right now, I tend to wear like every single day. I have these two that were given to me by my mom. This one I thrifted, this one I also thrifted, and then this one my mom bought specifically for me, and this one she actually had made for me. So I do tend to wear mainly all of these at once, but if I want to go crazy, I'll put on even more. For necklaces, my go-to necklace is this like little lady here, but the chain has started to make me break out in a rash whenever I wear it, so I definitely need to change the chain at least, but this pendant is my go-to. I have 3 ear piercings on each ear, but I don't really change this one at the top because it's really painful, and this second one I just keep this little like diamond stud in, and then I'm almost always wearing either my sleepers because it's most comfortable or these big chunky hoops, and then when I want to change them out for something more interesting, I go for something like these. So yeah, those are my like staple basic pieces. They're all silver, they're all really great quality. None of them have turned my skin green yet, so that's always good. Okay, the last staple that I want to talk about is makeup and hair. It's not really like a wardrobe staple, obviously, but I do think that it is necessary for me to do just so that I can feel more confident. So my go-to look is like this lined lip. I don't use foundation because it's too heavy for my skin, so I just use concealer, and then I will do mascara, blush, and then my signature wings. So I've been doing black winged eyeliner since I was like, let's say 13. And then through doing that, I kind of became known at my high school as like the girl with the eyeliner. So you definitely can find like a signature look or be kind of like known for the type of makeup that you do. And obviously makeup and hair can elevate any outfit. So yeah, again, you don't have to wear makeup. If you don't like wearing makeup, that's like totally up to you. You can also be known as like the girl who doesn't wear makeup. But personally, I think that it's part of my like signature look and my style and my brand kind of thing. So yeah, I do tend to go for this look a lot of the time. If I wanted to do something more interesting than the look that I have right now, I would probably do a more graphic eyeliner. If I was 13 and I chose to not do black eyeliner, I don't think I would be the person that I am today. It's absolutely a staple for all of my outfits. My hair is also super important to my style, I feel, because I actually have naturally strawberry blonde hair. If I was wearing all of the stuff that I have in my wardrobe now that's all black and alternative and red and, you know, more like a darker aesthetic while also having light blonde hair, I just feel like that would not suit me very well. The second that I dyed my hair, I immediately felt like, oh, this suits me way better. This feels like me. It does suck that I have to like touch up my roots all the time. But yeah, I think that that suits my looks a lot more. I've also cut my hair really short, well, bow cut my hair really short, because when it's shorter, I feel like it kind of gives me that more like effortless, chic kind of look. I don't really have to style it as much. So yeah, I definitely think that my hair does work with a lot of these looks a lot better than my normal hair. It just got so dark outside. Oh my god, I completely forgot that daylight savings existed. But basically that's all that I really wanted to say. I think that basically covers all of my like staple pieces. These are all pieces that I can't really live without. If you guys have some different sort of alternative staples that are in your wardrobe, definitely tell me what it is in the comments and we can have a discussion about it. But that does bring me to the end of the video. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you want some more like content like this where I talk about style, aesthetic, you know, basics and stuff like that. But again, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, then give the video a like, and if you like me, then please subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!